This week we're going to go back to Native American communities. And when we're talking about Native American communities, we're discussing a lot about their connections to nature and how Native American communities have connections to animals. We've read that book, Sometimes I Feel Like a Fox, which really which talks about the connections they have to an animal that can be similar to them, and animals exhibit traits. So that was really interesting to see. We read Storm Boy last week as well, and this week we're gonna learn. We're gonna read a book called "We Are the Water Protectors," and last week was actually Earth Day. We didn't do an activity for it because we weren't in class. But We Are the Water Protectors is, I'm reading it because it's talking about themes of earth and water and pollution, and it's kind of looking at the Native American perspective of people in the United States and Canada, and how they view the water and their responsibility toward protecting it. Okay, so I'm going to read a little about what this book is about, and then I'm going to read about the author and the illustrator, who are both from Native American tribes, so you can get a little bit history on that. And then we'll read the book. Today we're not going to have a paper assignment, but you can leave a comment at the end if you have thoughts about the book and thoughts about what the book means to you. On Thursday, we're going to do a writing activity together. So on Thursday for social studies, you'll need a pencil, an eraser, and a piece of paper, and we're gonna do some writing together about this book. So you might want to watch this video once or twice. Okay. All right, I'm now going to shrink myself down so that you guys can really see the book. Okay, so I'm going to put myself down here in the corner, and we are going to read We Are the Water Protectors. And again, this is a really fantastic book about Native American communities. It's written by Carol Lindstrom, and it's illustrated by Michaela Goad. And the illustrator draws the pictures or takes pictures, and the written by is the person who writes the book. It's the author. Okay. All right. Water is the first medicine. It affects and connects us all. When a black snake threatens to destroy the earth and poison her people's water, one young water protector takes a stand to defend Earth's most sacred resource. This book was inspired by the many indigenous-led movements across North America. This bold and lyrical picture book issues an urgent rallying cry to safeguard the Earth's water from harm and corruption. So this is talking about protecting the Earth's waters. Okay, so this is the about the authors. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger for us. Carol Lindstrom is Anishinaabe. We talked about that tribe the week before last. And Metis, and is a tribally enrolled with the Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwe. She was born and raised in Nebraska and currently makes her home in Maryland. She is a fierce water protector herself. Carol writes about the connection between her culture and the land, speaking up for all the voices that cannot speak for themselves. So Carol is the author of this book. Michaela Goad is of Tlingit descent and tribally enrolled with the Central Council of the Tlingit and Haida Indian tribes of Alaska. She grew up in the rainforests and on the beaches of Juneau, Alaska, where she still lives today. She's an award-winning designer and illustrator and has illustrated a number of picture books. Okay, so that's a little bit about the author and the illustrator. Okay, and now we're going to get into our reading of this story. We are water protectors. Water is the first medicine, Nicomas told me. We come from water. It nourishes us inside of our mother's body as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. If you look closely in this picture, you can see there's something back here that she might be referring to as the black snake. Spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. I'd like you to look closely at this picture. I'll actually make it a little larger for you. Look closely at what is happening in this picture. Spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Now, the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Think about what that picture and what the black snake might mean. That's going to be the question you're answering today. Take courage! I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. And I love the way that the illustrator, her name is Michaela Goad, look at the girl's hair, are talking about water and protecting water, and her hair, the illustrator has drawn it to show that her hair becomes water, and it's a part of life with the sea creatures in it. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The winged ones, the crawling ones. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes. The earth. We are all related. I love that. The earth. We are all related. We are all part of a community on earth. We are connected, interconnected with other people, with the plants, with the animals, with the water. And Native Americans really appreciate this sense of community. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Water has its own spirit, Nicomas told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. That sentence, we are stewards of the earth, that means that we are keepers, or we are protectors is another word that you could use. We are the people that have to take care of the earth. That's what that means. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. And then there's more on water protectors here. I'm actually going to read this to you on Thursday. So this is going to be what I'm going to read on Thursday so that we can go a little bit more into our writing topic. The glossary, which has some terms, Anishinaabe. Oh, I'll make this a little bigger. Anishinaabe is the people. It refers to the 3 tribes of Council Fires, or of the people of 3 fires. Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Ottawa people. It may also include the Cree, in that the Cree are related to the Council Fire peoples. Chimigwich means thank you very much in Ojibwe. Gun Ash Chish means thank you in Tlingit. Mini Wi Choi Ni, water is life for the Lakota tribal Indians. Nigi means friend in Ojibwe. And Nukumis means grandmother in Ojibwe. Okay. And like I said, we are going to read this section on Thursday. I'll be reading that to you together, and we're going to have our kind of writing prompt. Thank you for reading this story with me. It's a really beautiful story of the Native Americans and their culture and how they view themselves as protectors. We are water protectors, the cover shows. So the question today, I want you to go to the Teams page and write a response. What do you believe, or what do you think, based on this story that we read and the words that you read in the book, what might the black snake be? What do you think the black snake is? So go ahead and leave me a reply for that, and we will read more on Thursday. Have a good day, you guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye.